Kelly.
I'm Kelly Winget. I'm the founder and CEO of Alternative Wealth Partners. We're a private equity company in Dallas, Texas. I manage and create diversified private equity funds that invest in everything from venture to buyout. We're mostly industry agnostic. We focus primarily in the energy infrastructure, manufacturing, supply chain spaces, and we have a pretty unique focus on national defense and security at the moment. So all in the United States.
Next speaker will be Kelly.
So I can talk a little bit about, what the family office dynamic is here in the United States and how it's kind of trickling over overseas too. But there's a lot of opportunity. I know venture has been kind of a hot topic for the last several years, and I think this is a great opportunity for family office specifically because they have long-term capital. They can write those bigger checks. They can take bigger risks because a majority of their capital is sitting in relatively conservative traditional assets that protect, the overall portfolio of the family. And this gives an opportunity to the next gens to kind of hone in their own strategy. What I've noticed with basically the third generation who's going to be in that Gen Z and Millennial age group is that they care more about like what the actual long-term impact of their investments are. Yes, the financial return is important, but they care more about who they're supporting, what the industry is, and what kind of effect that has on an overall society. I think that venture has a little bit of growing up to do. They've kind of been running like the Wild West for a while. And my opinion on that is that you have a lot of people that are proclaimed venture capitalists. They might come from the traditional financial space that they think like, oh, I've run the numbers. This makes sense. I can make an investment. Where, the earlier you go, it's more about, what are your entrepreneurial skill sets and looking for the right kind of horse to bet on instead of like someone's general understanding of an industry or like these check boxes, the spreadsheet looks good, but the early stage stuff, all the numbers are made up. So you really are hoping that the person that's telling you they're going to accomplish XYZ is actually going to be able to do that with the right support. And it means more than just writing a check. And I think that's really attractive to family offices because they get to roll up their sleeves and participate again, which is how a lot of the capital in the United States was created in the first place, especially if you're in that third, fourth generation. A lot of that old industrial wealth was created because somebody rolled up their sleeves, tinkered around with a machine, and somehow, created $1 billion industry. We're having that happen in tech a little bit, but it's a different skill set and mindset. We don't necessarily have a gender or race mandate inside of our funds. We really just look for, the right kind of person, the right kind of deal. And is it something that we have an expertise in and like working on? We operate a lot like a family office, even though the separation between like me and the entity that makes the investments is very different. And we allow other individuals, everyone from family office to a high net worth individual, participate in our deals. So we get a little creative on the deal side, but there's definitely, I've noticed a hunger from families for more education and resources to start learning about how they can create these opportunities within their own families and their own organizations, which makes the investment landscape kind of cool, more collaborative as a family office working with other family offices. And I think it's going to really shift kind of the venture capital and traditional private equity just because the deal sizes are changing. For a traditional private equity here in the United States, they're going to transact 100 million plus on a deal. Family offices, now the large family offices, that's different, right? The phrase of like, you've met one family office is very true because everybody's different and they're all eccentric, crazy people. But the deals that family offices sub $1 billion can really get personalized with what kind of deal sizes they can write checks into. They're okay with writing $1 million check into a startup or buying a company for 10, 15, $25 million and finding people to operate that company, where private equity is going to have to transact $100 million, $200 million deal, borrow a bunch of money, and hope that they're able to raise the equity capital in order to close those deals. So like these things transact very, very differently. And I think that the family offices, at least here in the United States, are becoming a lot more active, which is exciting to see as a manager.